Hey everyone, it's Troy. In this episode, I wanted to have a chat with you about the Zeta Seal. Now, the Zeta Seal is an alien implant, and my healing team and myself have cleared the Zeta Seal alien implant. Now, the Zeta Seal functions like a splitter between the heart-brain coherence. The Zeta Seal is located in the astral plane layers of the heart complex to block activation of the fourth DNA strand, which blocks access to the mentor field's first layer of the higher self mind in the fifth dimension. Essentially, it is the 4D frequency fence placed in the human body to keep the human soul reincarnating in the astral plane under the control of the negative alien agenda during the death process. It creates a multitude of blockages that separate the heart's sensory abilities from being recognized by the mental body or conscious mind. Now, in terms of my own experience with that, it definitely felt like there was a numbness here. And I'm a very loving, caring, sweet person, and I could never hurt a fly. And it didn't lead me to any of those actions that would lead me to hurt anyone or anything personally. But what it did do, I'd be saying all these beautiful things and thinking and feeling beautiful things, but it was more of I was thinking and feeling it with my mind rather than here. And it was almost like I'd be saying these beautiful things to people that I really genuinely, authentically meant, but it was like I'm trying to plug into here and it just wouldn't connect. And that was my experience with that. And I remember I said for some time that it just feels like there's a numbness here. It's like there's a numbness here, like a plate of numbness. And that's what that turned out to be. And it's interesting too, on that day when my spiritual healing team and myself cleared this, I was going through my files and my notes from all my studies, and it was just sitting there, and it was like a 90% chance that I was going, no, you don't need that, you don't need that, you don't need that. But there was that 10% thing, and I can't explain it. It was divine guidance. It was Starseed assistance, and we are all open to receiving divine guidance and assistance from the higher realms. And I picked it up, and it just turns out, and then that led to me doing this video and us facilitating the process with having that Zeta Seal removed. And also just to add a bit more to this to try and help you, or my hope is that sharing my journey is just helping people. It's very straight to the point. I'm not going to crap on about a million different things. I'm not going to try and seem like a know-it-all. I'm just sharing my journey in a way to try and relate. And again, I'm not the star of this. This is not my ego. This is not, oh, look what I've been through. Look what I've done. Look what we've cleared. It's purely to share so people can have these conversations, to be aware of these things, because these things greatly affect people's lives. And I genuinely feel it. Yeah, it's my hope is that this helps people. To add a little bit more as well to help you, there is something called a Zeta Seal that is a fourth dimensional implant, but this feels like something that is a construct. This is a byproduct of the construct of the artificial webbing and all of the intelligence, artificial intelligence that was put in the astral body. And I'll just add a little bit more to that for you. So Zeta Seals are on the first layer of the heart chakra, which puts a barrier between the heart and the mental body transmission. It is a type of splitter tech that scrambles the communication between the heart transmission and the brain receiver. When this is implanted, the person cannot feel much as energy in the environment. So another thing I would like to add too is that I've addressed unnatural seals and J seals removal procedure that people can have done, and I have had that done. Now, often practitioners around the globe will advertise this process on their website. If you Google unnatural seals, J seals removal, often they'll advertise that the Zeta Seal is included in that clearing package that they do. Now, I was under the impression that the Zeta Seal had been facilitated as part of the package that I had, but it turned out that upon further review, it did need to be done post that session. So I'm saying this to you so in case if booking your unnatural seals, J seals removal session is something you feel a pull and a connection to, be in mind that the Zeta Seal, although advertised to be as packaged in with that for removal, may not actually be removed or able to be removed with that package, and it may be something to follow up afterwards just to check that you've got the best outcome possible. And my hope is that some of this helps some people and it helps bring to light some of this stuff so people can live better lives.